things other than books on Amazon teach you about and give you the skills to prepare you for now selling books on Amazon?
Yeah. Well, one of the things is that so what we do is we'll find things, and basically buy them from manufacturer, buy them wholesale, and resell them on Amazon. And people always ask me what I sell, and I'll say anything that sells. And generally, I'm looking for something that has a high enough rank, and a price point where I can make money. And at that point, I don't care that much what it is. If it'll sell, it'll sell. So kind of taking that same approach with books. I have a plugin on Google Chrome that tells me the rank of books, and up to pretty recently, it told me the history rank of the book. So you can just browse through Amazon and see at a glance what is selling well. You might hear about books all the time, and you look on Amazon, and maybe that book is selling really well, in bookstores, or it's doing well in schools and things like that. But it's not selling well on Amazon, or at least well enough to make a living. And so, that's not something that's worth emulating. But if it has a good enough rank, and we look at the rank history for a long time, you can say, hey, this can work, and there are some things that I saw that were working over the long term on Amazon. And selling those things also that weren't in books, it teaches you to kind of look at things from a little bit of different angle, look at things that people wouldn't expect or wouldn't think about. And there's, teaches that there's markets for everything. So, for instance, for a while, when we first started, we would buy things just like from Walmart and Walmart clearance or Best Buy. One of our best sellers was we would buy these portable CD players from Best Buy. We had like a 5% back on grocery. So we would buy the Best Buy gift card from grocery, get free gas through that, and then do it. But people would buy them like crazy. And it's a portable CD player. Like, who uses a portable CD player? But enough people use it that they buy it and they do it. And we found a couple different categories and things like that. So just kind of looking at things, thinking through it, like somebody's on Amazon looking for something. And so, you see what they're buying, and you can kind of connect the dots of what they're looking for. So it kind of taught me that in a good way to look through Amazon specifically for, because if you're in India, especially if you're an indie middle grade author, you're selling a lot of paperback books. And so because you're selling a lot of paperback, you're selling, almost exclusively on Amazon. Now, maybe it has like a local connection or something like that, and you're selling in local bookstores. But for me, I was interested in selling on Amazon and seeing what works on Amazon. And so those rankings and, help you connect the dots and figure things out a little bit.
Jen, you mentioned a plugin on Chrome. What's the name of that plugin for anybody listening that wants to get it?
Yeah, so the one, because I just looked because I thought you might ask. So it's called DS Amazon Quick View. And all it is when you type in a search on Amazon, and you're scrolling through the results, those results aren't sorted by, and so, if you sell on Amazon, everything has a bestseller rank. And it's not just books, it's in electronics, it's in home and everything like that. So that DS Amazon Quick View will tell you as you're scrolling through the results, not on just the product page, but on that search results page, it'll tell you what that bestseller rank is. And it's not sorted. There's no sort by bestseller rank. And so a lot of times when you're scrolling through things, and you might even see a bunch of reviews, but that doesn't necessarily correlate to the bestseller rank. So by, a plugin like that, you can go through and you can see what the rank is on things pretty quickly and pretty easily. So I use that. There was a tool called Keepa, Keepa, and that would give you the rank over time for stuff, which is excellent. And unfortunately, that became a paid product, and I haven't started paying for it yet. But if you're really interested in that, maybe you could look at it for a month, and it can give you a good idea of things.
And are you still selling on Amazon other things that aren't books?
Yeah, I do. I do that. So I do both. And so, certain times of the year I'll focus on one or the other. Generally, the selling on Amazon part is pretty automated. And I have some people who help me out with the manual labor, the packing part of that stuff. And so it doesn't take up too much of my time right now, but I still do that. Yeah.
And then are you headed to the post office a few times a week? Are you
No, well,
Amazon.com?
yeah, here's a plug for selling on Amazon for any authors who want to get involved. I do Amazon FBA is called Fulfilled by Amazon. And so it's so Amazon, all I do is I get the product, and then I'll label it. Sometimes it's a multi-pack or things like that. So I'll package it together. And then I put it in everything that I get in big boxes. And then UPS picks it up from me, gives it to Amazon's warehouse. Amazon's warehouse then ships it out to customers, deals with customer service and things like that. So I don't have to do things on a daily basis. I can just send it. Usually I send in a couple shipments a month, and then they take care of the rest. And then from the back end, I'll adjust pricing and things like that. But it's pretty simple once you get started. There's a big learning curve at the beginning, but it works out really well for me right now.
So how long did it take you to get up and running then?
It only took a couple months for me because I was really into it. So I found those CD players really early on and some things really early on. And like once you make a couple bucks, it really started the wheels turning. And so I started doing every second I got. My wife was in on it, especially at the beginning too. So together we were working on it a lot. And it just took a couple months for that to get up and running. But generally, it takes a little bit longer than that. And also, I made some unwise decisions with buying too many products at the beginning and threw a lot of money around that I probably shouldn't have. But it all worked out.
So you just end up with like a garage or a basement full of garbage that nobody wants?
Well, Amazon's warehouse did, but it all eventually sold.
Gotcha. Cool. I won't ask you a bunch of Amazon questions, but
Sure.
I love that you start off as a seller for Amazon and come to indie authorship with just a unique perspective, ready to play that a lot of other authors do not have going in.
Yeah, it helped me out. It gave me a leg up, at least in terms of perspective of looking at things for sure.